because it's going to be, mountains and valleys that you're going to go over. You know what I'm saying? And she's been doing great. I'm so proud of her, man. Like, she done came a long way starting this to getting where she at now, to getting her own nonprofit. You know what I'm saying? And this been her business. She done spoken into existence. And there's been times when she thought it wasn't going to happen, but, we on the Lord's time. And it's happening for her. And I'm telling her she got a little way to go. You know what I'm saying? It's just a milestone in her business. And she's going to have some peaks, you know what I'm saying, and valleys on the way. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage her to keep doing what she's doing. That's what I've been doing. I ain't got to, be on the scene or nothing like that. I'm just pushing her. You know what I'm saying? I got her back 100% as her husband and what she's trying to do with, this business she has.
Yeah, appreciate you. I thank y'all, and I'm definitely gonna have to get y'all back on the show. And this time, when I do have y'all back, we're gonna have all the kinks and everything out. But they wanted to make sure that they were on here. They came from out of town. Y'all were out of town. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Say it little bit. What happened? Celebrate what?
We celebrate her birthday.
Her birthday. Her birthday, yes.
Birthday.
Yeah. His boo turned another year. His bride had turned another year, and also, this is about domestic violence, but also this is also talking about, every relationship don't have to be an abusive relationship, and so I wanted to make sure for you all to be on video, for y'all to be able to show people, especially young couples, there is love. No matter what situation that had transpired, no matter what type of relationship that you've been in, or even if you felt yourself, being able to go to God, wait on Him. Wait on Him for the right one. Yeah, yeah. And I will say this because I was there at the wedding, and I really enjoyed myself. And before the wedding, I was observing about a young man. It was like one thing led to another. He was in front of me, and we just began to start talking. And I didn't know who he was, but he had a lot of wisdom. And as I began to really just listen to him, I found out maybe an hour later, hour and a half later, I come to find out that was your father. and just being able to see, it's so refreshing for people to come together and to be encouraged. You never know who you may be encouraging. Sometimes people look at, this person, pastor or whatever like that, he don't need no encouragement, and you look for somebody else, but not realizing we all need encouragement. We all may be dealing with situations. Sometimes we think because a person may be smiling, they ain't got anything going on that's maybe troubling. But for y'all to be able to be here and be an example to us and for us, to let us know that this is, first of all, kingdom business. This is a ministry that you all are in, and you all, like I said, I take my hat off for you all, because many people may want that advice. And I know from what I've heard, domestic violence, people who are dealing with domestic violence, it is an embarrassing thing. Some people may be embarrassed. Some people may be too ashamed to talk about it. Can you talk to that person who may feel like, I'm embarrassed, and somebody may look at me differently. Can you speak to that young lady? And also, Crystal, if you don't mind, you talk to that young lady, and after you, Derek, I would like you to talk to that young man that may be dealing with an abusive relationship.
My advice to any lady that's going through domestic violence: don't be ashamed, because it's help. It's by you opening your mouth. Not only are you helping yourself, but you are helping someone else. And when you do decide to be open publicly or be open to the close family or friends, your help and your support is going to be there. You're going to feel so much better, because the longest you hold all that toxic in, it's going to stress you out. You're going to be wary. But once you're able to just walk up to somebody and say, hey, I was a victim, I'm free now, it feels so much better, because you're not holding that on your shoulder anymore. No one else can hold that over your head, because a lot of people honestly get joy when you're ashamed of what you're going through. So when you can walk with your head up high and say, oh, I'm a survivor, I'm no longer dealing with this, it makes you feel so good about yourself, and you will look back and say, oh, it wasn't so bad when I left. So, just step out of faith, and, you can do it, what I'm saying, because you want to live your life, because as long as you stay in domestic violence, a lot of us don't survive, so, step out on faith, baby.
And to the men out there, as far as the abuse, I mean, you got whipped too, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably raised like me not to put your hands on a woman, and and it's tough. Like, she's taking advantage of that.
Some women do.
Yeah, just walk away, man. It's something better out there for you. And for the abuser, you're not a man if you beat your woman. You know what I'm saying? Especially in front of your kids, you got a legacy. You know what I'm saying? And so this the legacy you want to put out there. You probably got a son that's witnessing you beating on your woman, and he gonna grow up and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So just both ways is bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm praying for everybody out there that's going through this, male, female, even the abuser. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he come to his senses that it ain't right what you doing. You know what I'm saying? To someone you supposedly love. If you don't love her, just leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's it, man.
And I have one thing I want to say. And if you are a guy that's dating a woman that just got out of a domestic violence marriage or a relationship, you have to have patience, because she's going to be broken. She's going to have a lot of trust issues. She's going to be angry at times. She's going to even probably feel like if you raise your voice, you might hit her. But you have to be patient, because a lot of us get out of a domestic violence.
If society hear that, the first thing we'll do, we'll laugh at that man. Man, you gonna let that little girl beat up on you, man? Just you crazy, man. But then if the shoe was on the other foot, if that woman told someone that my man is beating on them, then what do? We automatically get the police involved. So what we have to do, we have to quit looking at genders and look at abuse. Abuse is abuse regardless of what age, race, culture, or gender. A lot of time when we think about abuse, I know, like I said, I'm continuing to learn. A lot of time when we hear about abuse, domestic violence, domestic abuse, we only think about the physical abuse. But it's more than physical. There's the emotional, mental, spiritual, financial. So can you elaborate on either one of those or all of those if you like?
Let's talk about the verbally, and we can talk about the mentally. Like verbally, a lot of things that women protect their feelings, because if you say this or you say the wrong thing, they're gonna come back, either put their hands on you, or they might
distant, they in a new relationship, and then all of a sudden now you see less of them. A lot of times those red flags we just kind of overlook it because we say, oh, but they in a new relationship. Or if it's a young lady, all of a sudden, next time you see them, the guy driving her car. Little stuff like that. You know, we have to be responsible to not overlook those red flags. Some red flags that God may be showing us, hey, look here. There's something going on, or this person is entangled with the wrong person.
And ask them if they good every day. They might not tell you right then, but eventually it's gonna overwhelm and they gonna vent to you about what's going on in their life. So just call and check on them till you can't no more. You know what I'm saying?
And you have to be patient with them. You can't just call. I know he's fighting on you this and that, because that's gonna push them away. Just slowly bring the conversation up and be patient with them, because eventually you can't hold all that in and you're going to want to tell somebody.
I'm glad we had this discussion. I'm really am, you know.
I always had this attitude where, it's not me, or it never bothered me until the Lord brought it to me. And that's when it opened my eyes like, wow, this is what they was going through. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we never know what people go through too. We go through it ourselves to get a clear understanding. Like, this is serious. This is nothing you just sweep up under the rug.
You know, you mentioned also how it has become normal. I was looking at a couple of weeks ago. There was an old TV show called The Honeymooners with Jackie Gleason, and his favorite scene he always say about his wife Alice. One day, pow, boom! I'm gonna send you straight to the moon. He gonna hit her instead of say. I mean, like I said, we grew up watching that,